So since I've been in Wisconsin, I've went to two protests, one in Wausau on Saturday and one yesterday in Stevens Point. And both protests are, I really don't want to stop using the word protest because I feel like demonstration or march is more accurate to what this is. It's a protest for sure, but it is peaceful. All of the protests have been peaceful. It is the instigators, it is the people that are against the Black Lives Matter movement that are the ones instigating things, and then it's just looking like we are attacking people. We're not attacking people. You are. But the demonstration yesterday in Stevens Point was very eye-opening. The leaders of this demonstration asked a question that I think is very important to even ask. I really didn't think about it, but the majority of the crowd yesterday was white, and so the leaders were like, how many people grew up thinking black people were bad, that they needed to avoid them, that they needed to be cautious around them? And I rose my hand, I went to the middle, and so many people followed. So many people in central Wisconsin believed that they needed to fear black people, that they needed to be cautious around them. I heard so many times growing up, don't bring black people around Loyal, don't bring black people around, why? Why was that ingrained into me? Racism is taught, it is not born. It wasn't until that I was 18 out of that area that I educated myself. I wasn't born woke, I wasn't born not ignorant, I was ignorant as fuck. It was just so eye-opening to see so many other people were and are still. There's so many people that are so afraid to change how they think, to actually open up a different way of thinking about people. And it's because it's a power trip. The people in power are gonna want to be in power all the time. If the system is working for them, why would they want to change it? Of course. But that is when your empathy comes in. That's when you sit back and be like, well, if it's not working for everyone, it isn't working. It is not working. It is broken. If it's not working for everyone involved. And if the reason why you don't think that it is broken is because you're good and no one else is, and you think it's because they're not working hard, they're lacking the effort, the American dream, go get it. They're not trying hard enough. If the system is set up for them to fail, of course it's not going to work for them. Something else I learned from the demonstration was that one of the leaders was talking about gangs, and he asked if we knew how gangs originated, and to myself, I was like, I actually don't know that, because in my head, gangs, they deal drugs, they kill each other. It's like a turf war thing, like Bloods versus Crips. I don't even know what the whole story is with that. I'm uneducated. So I'm like, yeah, let me know. And honestly, it's to protect their own from police brutality. They've been doing this forever. They protect their own. They protect their mom, grandma, brother, sister, friend, uncle, aunt, all of them. That is what a gang is, protect the people that they love, protect their own. What the fuck? I didn't know that. The history of the police is so deeply rooted in racism that a complete reform of the system is needed. That is what is needed. That is why these demonstrations are still even happening, because something little, it might help that area, but it needs to be a countrywide thing. It is ingrained in policing. I didn't know that the police were originally started to collect slaves that have run away, or they've been stolen from other people. Collect my property, please. Collect my property. Fuck that. What? My phone was like, bitch, I'm too hot. Go inside. I was spitting some straight facts outside. Or maybe it was the temperature, and I'm using my phone a lot. Either or, I can continue. So, when I was even in some CJ classes at Northern, we learned about criminology and how they actually described someone who was a criminal in the early 1900s was using black features. Oh, he has a big nose. That's how you can tell someone's a criminal? Really? Really? The fact that that's still being taught in college to people. You don't think that some of these racist ass motherfuckers who even want to be cops actually learn this shit, and they're like, well, that's how it started, right? That's how it started, so obviously there's some merit to it. Absolutely fucking not. There is none. There's no merit to that. Last year, I took a forensic taphonomy class. In that class, I was taught how to, just by looking at someone's bones, how to tell their age, sex, ancestry, their height, just by looking at it like a femur. That's pretty cool. But my professor also went into detail that race is a social construct. There's actually nothing different biologically than me and a black person, me and an Asian person, me and a Native American person. There's actually nothing like significantly different biologically, DNA basis between us besides the outside appearance. That is it. Race, like saying that like black people aren't like me. They are like you. They are like you. We are humans. I truly and honestly believe that white people, when they first discovered the world, because they were in Europe, and they sailed all around the world. We all learned about them in history class, which I'll touch on again later because white history is not the only fucking history. Just so y'all know. But I truly believe that when Charles Darwin and Linnaeus, they figured out natural selection. They figured out that the strongest will survive. I truly believe that white people, when they found that out, instead of being like, the human race, we are going to survive, we are the strongest, they went, well, we're white people. We're going to be the strongest and we will survive. It's going to be us. We're going to go around and label all the other races as savages, as angry, as animals, as monkeys, as people that have not evolved. They're uncivilized. It makes sense why everything was segregated, because if you are white, you have the pure blood. You're going to evolve, and you're going to grow, and you're the stronger race, so why would you mix bloodlines? That's why interracial couples were such a bad thing. We're such like, looked down upon, because you are mixing with the uninvolved. And people still wonder why everyone says everything in America is deeply rooted in racism. Literally everything in America is deeply rooted in racism. Everything with white people that are capitalism, all of it, deeply rooted in racism. White people have it better because we thought we did have it better. We don't. We do not. There is nothing that a white person has that makes them better than another race besides our society and our fucking government laws. That is the only thing that makes us better, because we have privilege and we don't even know it because we are so fucking blind to the fucking cause of it. We're like, oh no, I don't see color. I don't see color. Everybody in our system does, though. Everybody in our government does, though. Like, we have a privilege to even say that. Every time a black person, a brown person, every time they walk outside, they have to realize that that person is white. That I'm black. That I gotta do these things. They can't say that. They can't say that they can't see color. I'm pissed.
This is my question, man. How many white folks or anybody of any different race and color grew up thinking that black people was gonna hurt you, rob you, steal from you, kill you, everything? Raise your hand.
You feel some type of bad way.
No. Hold on, let's show them reality. Come up here. If you grew up thinking black people was gonna hurt you, come on. If you thought black people was gonna rob you, if you thought black people was gonna do anything horrible to you,
come on, I know it's more than that. I know it's more than that.
Let's show the reality. And y'all
I know it's more than that.
Reality right here, look around.
y'all standing here with us.
This y'all community, look at this here. That's it.
I know it's more than that. Don't be scared, we ain't judging you.
Signs up, please do me a favor. Hold the signs up. Look at all these people here. This is our reality. This is our reality. Racism is not genetic. That shit is taught. That is taught. That is not genetic. And this is the example. Because all of them right here is here with us. They're here with you, my brother. They're here with you, my brother. They're here with our sisters. They're here with us right now.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all from this right now? Do any of y'all up here right now fear us? No! I can't hear you. Do any of y'all up here right now fear us? No! Do any of y'all up here right now fear us? No! You can't judge one color, one person action and think that it's everybody that's a part of it. Y'all wanting us out here, we here. And we're gonna be everywhere else. We love y'all. We care about y'all.
We love you too.
I love you too, baby.